The episode title, let's get straight to it, is Goat Talk.
Wrong. That's what.
And y'all already know why we're here. Let's not sugarcoat it. Let's not beat around the bush. We're talking about one of the greats in our community, somebody who has taught so many different people so many different things about this industry, whether it's modding, gaming, streaming, how to use the Discord. Um, our special guest this week is Colbert9, and we are so happy to have him this week. Um, let's first, man, just kind of chime in and talk to our special guest this week. Colbert, how you doing this week, brother?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. How y'all
Yeah.
doing?
Words
We're
from the
doing
goat.
good, man. We're doing good. Words from the goat. Bye. It's gonna be a lot of goat talk in here, but we have Be Nice or Else, CX Dog, and we got Outlawed here for the Three Little Blurs talk show, man. And
What's
so we're
popping?
gonna we're gonna get
You have to
started
stop
this week
talking, bro.
first. Huh?
I said you have to stop talking, bro. I just said it was popping.
Really quick, I think I can hear the stream in the background for somebody. So if y'all could double check that for me. That's mine. That's right. That's
I
definitely
say I don't have it. I heard it too.
mine.
So
Y'all look, man, y'all ugly. Y'all should have said something to me.
I,
So,
hey,
all
thought it was
right,
in my
so
headphones.
with our special guest this week, Brother Colbert, he hails from Magnolia, Mississippi, but he currently resides in Birmingham, Alabama. His definition of a blerd is simply put a black nerd, someone who enjoys fantastic things such as comics, anime, cartoons, video games, and wrestling.
He didn't want to say
His
that.
no, I mean,
Oh,
when you have a goat, you have to speak for him, and the goat speaks when he's ready. But nah, we gassing, we gassing. Um,
I'm about to say you
but
for sure gassing. I wasn't gonna go that far. He gonna have to speak for himself at this point, go or not. I'm just
but
talking trash, bro.
yeah. But what we will let Colbert chime in on is a little bit about his current biggest blurty project, and he feels like his most important project is raising a young blurred of his own, his son, who at the time when he sent me this information was 6, but as we all know, he's going to be turning 7. He's got his Twitch celebration stream. I'll let Colbert talk a little bit about that as well. And tell us a little bit about how this biggest project for you, raising the young and upcoming new Pokemon master.
Yeah. So next week, probably around this time, October 25th, Jordan will be 7. We'll more than likely play some Pokemon on the channel and just chop it up with folks, give people an opportunity to come by, say happy birthday, because pandemic going on, he's definitely not going to be able to have like a real party. So I don't want to deny him of an opportunity to, have people show up and, kick it with him for a bit.
Hey man, send me the cash app. We about to have a good party for him, bro.
Okay.
We're about to turn up.
Yeah, and I consider him my most blerdiest project because I'm trying to introduce him to a lot of things that I enjoyed growing up. So he's super into Mario, super into Pokemon. He knows way more about Pokemon now than I probably ever will in my life. And like I was speaking on a couple weeks ago, it's just, I mean, some of y'all, I know, I don't think anybody in here is there yet, but there's going to come a moment in your life where you introduce your child to video games and you watch them play, the first level of Mario, 1-1. We all know the level by heart. And you watch them constantly fail in the beginning because they keep running into the Goomba and running into the Goomba and running into the Goomba. And then eventually
The same Goomba
killed
us all.
They figure it out and they realize they can jump. And if they jump on the Goomba's head, then the Goomba is no longer.
The next Goomba go get them.
And then you see them turn around and look at you for for you to be proud of them, and they look for this affection from you, and you're like, that's just the beginning. You got to keep going. You got to keep going. And come to more obstacles with jumping over the holes and realizing you got to run and get a good jump. So it's really refreshing to see them, build that, and now he's able to beat that level no problem. So it's just amazing to watch, man.
Yeah, I bet it is. I'm sure.
What has been the thing that you have kind of treasured sharing with him the most, from whether it be gaming or cartoons or anime or anything so far?
Seeing him start to appreciate anime, because I jumped on the anime train pretty late, and I didn't stay on because being a blerd back in those, well, I'm older than y'all. Being a blerd back in those days, it was kind of frowned upon.
Everybody older than me, so
couldn't really just come to school to discuss what happened on Dragon Ball Z with everybody, because they like, you watch that weird stuff, So being able to see him like watch things like that and like enjoy them immediately, like he's been asking to watch One Piece, he's been asking to watch Dragon Ball Super. He wants to watch
My Hero. I rocked with Jordan.
So he just started One Piece and he's been enjoying it, So it's just mind blowing to see him take interest in some of the things.
That's crazy.
I too am interested in.
Crazy.
It's crazy. I started watching One Piece when I was 8 years old. And it's still going, because might have turned 9. I think he came here in 01. Yeah. So that's crazy, just seeing that he can watch it like much younger, and I'm sure he like really enjoy it, because it's early on. You get kind of that silly like kid feel for One Piece, but at the same time, it teaches you lessons like with the slavery that's going on and racism with the different creatures and races in the One Piece world, just the world building. And I feel like those are some lessons that's going to carry on for him like later on.
Big fan.
Because they surely stick, like once he understands it, and like I'm sure you explain stuff to him when he doesn't. So
right.
That's stuff, knowing that he's getting it this early, that's big, because it's gonna mold him into being a better man. Like that's what I feel personally.
Big facts.
See, you also spend a lot of time with your niece and your nephew and blerdom, and you and both their father, brother-in-law, ex, share a lot of things. What's kind of been the biggest thing that you've enjoyed sharing with them, whether it be through Teenage Mutant Turtles, anime, or just movies and stuff? Yeah. Mm-hmm. See, check and make sure you're not muted. Check and make sure you're not muted. See, check and see. The stream is saying that you're muted.
I hear C. I don't know. I hear him, but maybe it's his mic.
Yeah. Yeah, double check your mic just to confirm. And if anybody in the stream, if you hear us, just let us know. Yeah, he's muted. But not.
Wow.
Okay. Okay.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Good.
I hear everyone.
They hear everybody except you.
Yeah.
That's crazy, because it was just working.
Okay. Yeah, we'll continue to sort that out. We appreciate y'all being patient with us and working with us on that. Real quickly, we're gonna transition into our topic of the week. Each week, we try to have a topic that we discuss with our special guests. And this week, having Colbert, somebody who has really kind of talked and preached about unity and us working together, and being in people's streams and supporting people. The topic we wanted to kind of talk about today is why do you feel it's important for us to work together and support each other in this community of creators, and what do you feel that each person should get in doing that? So let's talk a little bit about that.
Me personally, most of y'all know anyway that I'm a strong believer in, you know, supporting each other, supporting the homies, supporting Black men or Black people in general, because we already have so many disadvantages just, you know, being Black and being men, that, you know, it's best that we work together and try to achieve our goals together. You know, I always say, you know, lifting as we climb. I just feel like I'm not going to grow unless, you know, I'm also trying to help the homies grow. You know, we can just all grow together.
Yeah.
So, big believer in that, man.
That's what's up.
That's big facts. Kenny, do you want to weigh in a little bit on why you think it's important that we should be working together in this this space of creators, and especially since us as Black creators have even a more limited window. Oh, there goes Go Junior right there. Go Junior.
Say hi to everybody.
Hey, Jordan.
What's good, Jordan?
What's good, Jordan?
But I say for me, the importance of it, rounded down, what's good with you? Importance of it for me, I feel like you can never
this is my first experience.
You can never really grow without support or supporting others. Because the more you support people, I feel like it kind of I'm trying to find the words to say it, but when you support people, it kind of helps you along your journey, building those connections and networking. And the more you support, the more support you gain from what you've been doing with other communities. Like we have Kober, who started back in our old group me, and he been around like modding for some of the LSG founders, like Mikey. He modded for me. I mod for him when I'm in there. Like it's just like those connections that you build just from supporting those people. Like if Kober would have never been in our group or like helping us mod and do stuff like with our streams early on when we started, I mean, I'm sure he probably would have found his way eventually, because everybody's path is always set. So he probably wouldn't have got there the same way. But I feel like just that support that we gained and the connections that we all built, it kind of helped us all to be able to support each other. And I think that's what's making us better day by day. Like just the connections and the friendships, the camaraderie, all that. That's just the main part to me in supporting and growing. Because without that, I don't think you really can expand. You're going to be stuck in the box. So the more people you interact with, like honestly, me, I'm not even y'all gonna think I'm lying, but I'm not even like a talking type of person. Like I'm like the quietest person I know. I promise you.
Yeah.
But because like the connections I made with y'all and starting to stream, it kind of like brought me out of my box, I would say. I mean, I still have it every once in a while because I'll be in the party and nobody will know I'm in the party because that's just me. But I will say, like, through all those connections and the growth, that I've gotten a lot better. And I thank y'all for that, because, I mean, honestly, without anybody you connected with, you don't have much to talk about. So that kind of helps. Excuse me. But yeah, that's just my take on it. Like, just being together and supporting, that just helps everybody grow, even if it's not you. It helps the next person.
Facts, bro.
I want to thank Grandpa Gamer for the gifted sub for our community. We appreciate you.
Turn up, G.
Yeah, turn up for the one time, and
hey, yeah, good turn up.
Yeah, I also want to thank Kenny and Colbert for weighing in on that. Looks like we get C back, and me and him are going to weigh in on this too. So, I have kind of been in this season where I have been wanting Black people to unite in any form or fashion, whether it's in our fight for education with our kids, whether it's political, whether it's in our blerd communities. I've just been kind of preaching unity. And when I kind of started gaming and kind of coming into this gaming community, it was by fate that I got to see a bunch of brothers and sisters that were already practicing a lot of the principles that I wanted to do. They were gaming together. They were streaming with each other, modding for each other, giving each other ideas and support. And it kind of helped me in strengthening my belief that, you know, we can overcome a lot of the things that we're faced with as long as we kind of unite and work together. And so, as it pertains specifically to Colbert, bro, like I don't think he really realized how many things that he's kind of taught me. He taught me how to mod. He taught me how to set up my stream. He helped me fix my stream in the beginning. He helped point me in direction of how to network and work with people on Twitch to be able to learn from different streamers and be able to find a network with different streamers. And then, like more importantly, like, bruh, he practiced what he preaches. Like, if any of us in our community, any of us in our community, I would probably say is about like 20 or 30 streamers that like we rotate around each other all the time. But like literally anybody can be on and you'll jump in their stream and like before you know it, like, bro, where did Colbert come from? Like he's like I know he sleep or he's supposed to work or he's doing something with his son and he'd be there. And then 9 times out of 10, if you know click on the little chat button, he probably admired for that stream too. And he just helping them, man. And that's the type of person he is. So like, you know, and seeing somebody not only preach a message, but then to live a message, it kind of for me, it encourages me to want to also go and do that and provide that same type of support for everybody else in our community. And before you know it, if everybody's doing that, like he says, what's your go-to phrase, Colbert?
Lifting as we climb, bro.
Hey, bro, if everybody's climbing and we're lifting each other up, man, there's nothing that we can't do, man. So
I just want you to know, if my football coach told me to climb something and lift these weights, I would have punched him in his shit. Like, you tweaking, bro. But yeah, I feel that phrase. I really rock with that one. I ain't never heard it before, but I get it. That's crazy.
C, are you there, Brody? Okay. Anybody in the chat or Kenny, if you're listening to the stream, can you let us know if you can hear C?
Yeah, give me a second.
All right.
All right.
He's still muted to us.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Okay. So we're still gonna keep working on that. Thank y'all once again for being patient with that. So we're gonna go ahead and segue into our first first set of news for this week. Today on the talk show, we're going to cover Blue A Academy's festival. We're going to cover Michael B. Jordan being set to produce a Static Shock movie. Bruce W. Smith reminding us that the project is Disney Plus, and then Ghost of Tsushima update. All right, so let's go ahead and get started first. So, as a lot of you guys know who are here today, and for those of you who don't know, Sunday, October the 18th, started the Blue A Academy Festival. And shout out to Blue Satire for helping organize this wonderful event. And so Blue is, organizing this festival to promote all these phenomenal streamers that he's come in contact with over his journey through streaming. And he is, encouraging all of his followers to join them this week and to check out, some really great variety streamers. We have different streams from cooking to, design to some fighting game labs. We're gonna have a family stream on Wednesday. So a variety of different things. So Colbert, you are on the festival, as am I, and 3LittleBlerds. What are you guys looking forward to with Blues A's Academy Festival?
I mean, honestly, today the first day of the festival, so yeah. We had the honor to kick it off, so that's big. Appreciate
that's
you, Blue.
It's huge. Yeah, appreciate that. I completely missed the thing on that, man. And that is an honor in itself. Blue, thank you for allowing us to start this venture with you. But yeah, everybody else, go ahead and weigh in on the festival, and I'm excited, man. I'm excited because not only do we get to start out, but I'm on tomorrow night with Rebel, another one of the homies. So go ahead, y'all, weigh in.
Yeah, I'm just excited to to be able to see a lot of these other dope content creators, link up and produce a stream for everybody together. I think that's going to be a great thing to, be able to be a part of. And, Jordan and I, of course, will be streaming our normal Wednesdays. I don't know what we'll be playing. Hopefully my doc will be in by then so we can get some Pokemon in. But if not, we'll be playing some Fall Guys, or we may even try some Rocket League because he's pretty solid in it.
If you play Rocket League, I jump on. That's the game that started it all.
I would love to play it. Beat up on me on stream.
All right,
say, that game started it all. I'm down for Rocket League.
Kenny, is there anything on the docket that you're looking forward to seeing with Blue A's Academy Festival?
I'm really my bad. I was looking at the chat, but I mean, I'm really ready for all of it. I'm gonna try to tap in when I can. I know tomorrow I'm streaming Resident Evil, so I'm gonna pop in as I can or when I can. But other than that, I'm gonna pull up and support everybody. Do my part, like host and things like that. Blue one of the homies, so it's big that he was able to like pull this together and get the participants for this event. And I just really like it because I like MHA, and it reminds me of this little festival that they have with Erie. So it's kind of dope. So
it's also a nod to Blue's character, man. For that guy, we call from streamers, showcase, other streamers, help get our names out there, because we know about each other, but we may not know about everybody else that he's also having, come on. So that gives us an opportunity to build new friendships and connect with more people.
Exactly. So exactly. That was going to be my next part, because for those who don't know Blue, like, he really goes out of his way to help and support other people, like even when he doesn't even have to. So that's a big shout out to him. Once again, I know y'all probably tired of hearing us say his name, but it's real. Like, like without Blue, like a lot of the connections that we all have, like with other streamers and other people, probably wouldn't have happened as the way they did. So a big shout out to him. So make sure y'all give him a follow if y'all in here. Don't follow him. Make sure y'all follow that man right there, Blue Satire.
Blue Satire.
If I can type right now, I'll shout him out. But
we already shouted him out. We're going to go ahead and give one more shout out for Blue Satire. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and follow him. Same name on Twitter and Instagram. So we appreciate Blue. Major Linux, we appreciate the host. Shout out to him. Joining our family as well recently. So thank you for that, host, once again. I do want to quickly shout out all the different streamers that we're going to have coming up for Blue A Academy Festival. We are going to have 3LittleBlerds. We're going to have Truly. We're going to have Image Inception, Mob Games, Majestic Madness 15, Unicorny KY, Pony G, LT Buttercup, JR2 Live, Ron the Don 10, Colbert 9, Amethyst Alien, and many more. So shout out to all the streamers who are going to be participating in Blue A's Academy starting today. Appreciate Blue for letting us get started with that, and we are super excited for everybody's streams. If you guys get a chance, make sure you pull up on all these streams. All this information we posted on 3LittleBlerds IG, Twitter, and Facebook, as well as Blue Satires and any of the other streamers participating. So you follow them and you can stay linked to when any stream is coming up. All right, we're going to transition right now into our next topic. And fellow blerd Michael B. Jordan is set to produce Static Shock. And so, really quick, Static Shock was founded by Milestone Media back in 1993 from a coalition of Black writers and artists to address the lack of representation and diversity characters in American comics. Big shout out to them for that, and 3LittleBlerds is going to be diving into that a little bit later. But fellas, tell me how you feel about Michael B. Jordan getting the nod to produce Static Shock. Man, we get representation in the production, and hopefully a good bit of representation within
I don't know if there's me, but he just
actual
cut
movie
out.
itself. Let's hear it.
Yeah, it cut out for me too. But yeah, I definitely think that's gonna be dope, man. You know, we've been waiting for something recent for Static Shock forever. You know, we was really hoping he'd be in Injustice 2 along with Beast Boy. I know you still heard about Beast Boy. Not
him
being in
and Static,
2.
bro. He
Yeah,
played me. I spent too much money on that game.
And then they gave us a Black Lightning skin, pretty much.
Did they?
They gave us something with Raiden, where it was.
Oh yeah, they did.
A different skin,
I remember.
I want to say.
Yeah, and then the John Stewart skin for Green Lantern.
Exactly. Yeah.
Can't even give us the actual characters. That's crazy. Huh?
Right. Even though they did have different voice lines, but still.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
That's Injustice 2. Let's not talk about that. I still want Beast Boy. I get Beast Boy to fight.
Hopefully we'll get him in 3 if they got that.
But yeah,
seems like they're super supporting.
As far as we got B back, I'm gonna need you to repeat what you were asking because you cut off for me. Okay. So I'm sorry.
Can y'all tell me where I cut out at?
You was
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
And then you said something about the Static Shock history, and then you was done after that.
Got you. Appreciate you guys for giving me that. So yeah, once again, Static Shock and a bunch of Black projects came out of Milestone Media, which was founded in 1993 by the Coalition of Black Writers and Artists who addressed a lot of the representation of diversity and characters in American comics. So big shout out to them. And 3LittleBlerds is going to be digging a little bit deeper into that later. But Michael B. Jordan's going to be working with Reginald Holden, which is another Black film screen director. And so that sounds like a good combo. So we got representation in the production, hopefully good representation in the movie. And I just want to know how you guys felt about that and some of the pros and cons of Michael B. Jordan getting that
nod. Well, you want to start, Goldberg, or?
Give me 1 second. Actually, it's
I think I got my mic fixed. Somebody in the chat gonna have to let me know. I had to drop the whole audio. Yeah, I had to re-put my mic in the Streamlabs. But yeah, it's a good look.
It might be Discord because my camera wasn't working. But Goldberg said he'd be right back.
It's a good look though with Michael B. Jordan. That's he's been doing his thing with the what has he got the partnership with is it Gucci
with Coach
Coach so
Coach
he been doing the anime inspired
the anime stuff,
the anime inspired
Naruto collection.
He had the they were saying that his Killmonger suit was supposed to be Saiyan armor inspired. So that's a thing. Yeah. So yeah, man, I feel like it's a good look because he's been right in there with Ryan Coogler. So yeah, I feel like the production style is gonna be good. And if it's anything like the Raising Dion, you remember that one, the Raising Dion that he did?
Yeah.
I think he was on production for that too. So if they I know Coburg, he we talked about that a lot whenever he get back. But yeah,
Coburg went to go had something to do with Jordan, so he'll pop back up.
Yeah, but, that's a good one.
Yeah, like you said, I feel like he had taken in the right direction because the thing that I see that we don't usually get is somebody who understands the direction to go in or the vision to take it. And I think because he's in our generation, well, closer to mine, in ours, he kind of knows where you want to go, kind of. So knowing the time frame, the time period, and how to kind of go about telling the story of Static Shock because it's a movie, right? Not a series. So it's going to be a lot to pack into that actual thing. as far as like his origin story and the difficulties he faces being a teenage black kid in America. So like just seeing how they approach that situation as far as it is like with him, I think that'll be something different in a movie as far as a superhero movie goes, because you don't really get to see that a lot. So like just seeing how Static will like adapt to, like, I don't know, do we know like the time period it'll be in? Like, is it gonna be like early 2000s, or it might be current, like with today's game and shows and stuff. So just seeing how he adapts to this time period, like how they change the story to fit for now, which actually I feel like that Static Shock can really be for any time, honestly. Because if you watched Young Justice, when they incorporated Static, it was kind of semi-modern. It wasn't like back in the old Static times, back on what was it, WB Kids. So I'm kind of interested to see like the direction they go and how they tell this story, because it's a lot of stuff that happened in Static Shock that I would like to see touched upon, like his best friend Richie, his dad being racist. Like, how do they approach that? Or if they approach that, I just want to see where they're going to go with the movie itself. I don't want them to get too pro-black, because I still want to get to the superhero portion of it versus the actual like problems in society and things like that. And that's probably my only fear with it, that it'll probably get away from the story and try to do too much eye-opening experiences. But I mean, all we gotta do is wait and see. So that'll be that on that for me, honestly. It's like, it's just one of those we have to wait and see, because I feel like it'll be great, a great experience for the Static Shock story, though.
It's good, Faith.
I 100% agree with pretty much everything y'all put out, and for me, I'm excited for the idea of more representation to coincide with what Black Panther started with the wave. So I hope that just continues to build on top of each other. I'm also interested to kind of dig a little bit into milestone media. I haven't heard a whole lot about that, but I want to learn a little bit about those coalition of Black writers and Black artists during that time, and why they felt like it was a great time to make things like Static Shock and Steel, because those are the people that also created that too. So Michael B. Jordan also had a statement that he released saying that he was proud to be a part of the building of a new universe centered around Black superheroes. Our community deserves that. Michael told the Hollywood Reporter, Outlier Society is committed to bringing to life diverse comic book content across all platforms, and we are excited to partner with Reggie and Warner Brothers on this initial step. So, Michael B. Jordan getting the nod for Static Shock. Once again, representation is something we've talked a lot about here on the talk show. We get it in Michael B. Jordan, and not to also devalue the other film screen director he's working with, Reginald Holden. So I think we're all super excited. We definitely want to make sure he succeeds. I definitely feel that Kenny, mentioned something that was important. That yes, we want to get the pro-black message across, but we also want to make sure we get the social media message and content across, so that we're actually building a good universe too. Kohlberg, I know you just came back. Did you want to weigh in on that a little bit, or you want to go ahead and transition into the next topic?
Yeah, we can keep it moving. I just had to get Jordan's dinner ready.
The only thing I did mention.
Hey, listen,
family first, man.
Listen, man. Hey, look, Goat Talk is not limited to just Kohlberg's ability to be a phenomenal content creator, to be a teacher, but he is also a phenomenal dad. And like the way this man balances being a dad in between being a content creator and being a provider is phenomenal. Shout out to him and G Dot, which are two of our really, really good, the channel's really good friends, man. And just watching them be phenomenal, strong Black dads and still be creators, it's so inspirational to me that one day I will not fold her, because I watched two guys do it before me and being a dad and being a creator. So shout out to y'all real quick.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, next thing we're gonna jump into Ghost of Tsushima update, and we definitely gonna let C kind of run wild with this one. Him and Blue Okame have been lighting it up on
Yeah. Shout
C's
out to
Twitch account and on Blue Okame's account. Shout out to him. So I'm gonna go ahead and let C let us know how the update has been going so far with the multiplayer, what his pros and what his cons are, and then hopefully we'll have him and Colberg streaming some of that on the channel so we can get some of that in. So let's jump into that, see.
Oh yeah, for sure. Let me say, yeah, those bits. Shout out to those bits. Yeah, that's Blue Okame we was just talking about. And then shout out to GG for the extra life dono. Y'all definitely showing love on the extra life link. So yeah, appreciate y'all in the chat. But yeah, my boy Blue Okame right there. We linked up. What was that Friday? The update dropped on Friday for the new Ghost of Tsushima. So yeah, it's been good. It's been super good. I feel like personally they did a good job with the overall presentation of it, because when you play the single player, looking at what they did with the single player, you would be wondering how could they make this game a multiplayer game. But they did a nice little survival, and then the survival and co-op missions kind of just add a little bit more action to what they already had. It's like freeing the island from the Mongol invaders, so they got that same thing in there. But it's good. You got custom classes, and it's a decent little narrative where they kind of added a little bit more lore to the game. So I recommend it. It was a free update, didn't have to pay a single extra dime if you got the regular game. So they're gonna have all that upscale on PS5. So I feel like that's a prime selling point. If they can keep that game, turn that into a series, like you can sell consoles with Ghost of Tsushima too.
Hey, look, we have to quickly, before I let Colbert weigh in on a little bit, just like talk about how important it was for them to update this game and not charge anybody for it, and to give the people who bought the game the first time a different wave and experience with the game.
Yeah.
And then it sucks people in like me who doesn't have a PlayStation and doesn't have Ghost of Tsushima to want to be interested, like, oh man, these guys got pretty much a second game that they can gear up and play and they ain't get charged for it. Whereas that we got Mortal Kombat and we love that game and we done paid almost what $120 some odd dollars for the stuff they keep tagging us on with that. So
I will say
for that.
Now I will say, if they keep it up, they're gonna have to find a way to monetize it further, because like I was saying, the production quality for them to not have charged a single dime is up there. So like if they keep that going, I would actually expect them to charge, a little bit here and there. But I feel like for a good first step, like you said, add a little bit more value to that initial purchase, because they didn't have New Game Plus in the base game, so that was something that they need to add anyway. So you add that, a couple more challenge. They didn't have any challenges or anything like that in the base game, which is why I feel like they kind of needed either a challenge mode or a time trial, boss rush, something. So I feel like it's a good pull up. Like I feel like PlayStation exclusives, the one thing they are missing is the multiplayer aspect. If they can figure out a way to make that make the next Spider-Man a multiplayer game, like I would be down for that. Right. I'd be super down for it. But it's a good look that they able to do that, in that amount of time too. It was what, like a month and a half, 2 months.
Yeah, and they spit it out, bro. And not only spit it out, Blue Okami, would you say for the most part it's been pretty fluent as a game? Like y'all haven't had to deal with any lag or any issues or anything, really?
I want to say the server disconnected maybe 1 or 2 times, but it hasn't been anything like flat out. Like some of these games at launch, they just be broken. You can't even play it. It was working fine. I got plenty of matches in. I didn't lose none of my XP, so I feel good about it.
Yeah, Blue Satire mentioned something.
Blue not really big on multiplayer games.
Yeah. I already know.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like Ghost of Tsushima can create a wave where they do the survival modes, and maybe you do a boss raid and something like that, and I feel like that being in that lane would be fun. Every game doesn't necessarily need to have multiplayer. Like, yeah, if you want to maximize the amount of pennies that you get from a game, but if you really want to sell a game on its quality and on its uniqueness, I think that it definitely would benefit from not having it. But that's just me.
I
Being
didn't say you
another
did like I
Pakistani.
just said you're not big on it.
Yeah, yeah.
But
All
yeah.
right. So, Kenny, did you want to weigh in on that a little bit? I know you don't have a PlayStation, but yeah, I know you've been
I
like
ain't never touched Ghost of Tsushima. I ain't got nothing to say about it. I don't even understand the multiplayer, so I just see them fighting waves, and it's like different sections. I honestly, I have not one single clue of shit about it.
See, my thing is with the multiplayer aspect of it, it's like it's cool. It's cool to play these games, but if you don't get to experience it with nobody else, I feel like it kind of gets capped off at a certain point. Like you can only be excited, either on stream or playing a game by yourself. I don't know. I just feel like I need more. Like I need some more variables in it. More creative ways to play. But multiplayer Spider-Man though, y'all can't say that jump would not be fun. Like, let's be real.
That would be lit. Let me play as I can play as Felice. What is her name? Black Cat.
Yeah, Black Cat. Throw Black Cat in the mix, man. I'd be so sold on that.
I mean, the same reason that the Batman had the multiplayer when you fought waves with your friends. Like, it don't have to be like a whole story. I mean, doing the little wave fights with friends. That's
I don't want the multiplayer to take away from the single player. I never want that.
Right.
But I just had a couple more options, some modes, some different ways or something.
So not necessarily multiplayer C, but just some different modes where maybe you're playing with more friends, right?
Anything just to make it, mix it up a little bit, because I don't know, but it's cool, man. They doing some good things with these single player experiences. So as long as they keep,
I can't play as Spider-Man on Avengers.
And that's the thing too. Like,
I'm not even buying the Avengers. That shit.
Colbert, talk to us about the Avengers though, because I want to know. I do want to know, since we talking about Ghost of Tsushima, we talking about updates. They did just do a huge update on the Avengers. So if they were to add more heroes into it, how much do you think it would like actually change the game? Like, what do you think they should add to pretty much make it more appealing?
Didn't they just have an update?
Yeah, they did, but it didn't really add anything to the game. I haven't played the update. I did read some of the patch notes. It's been a while since I played it, but the story for that game, top notch. Story's great. It's like once you get into the multiplayer, if you're playing with people, it's fun. But after a while, it does seem to get a bit repetitive. A lot of the levels seem as if you're just doing the same exact thing. And the bosses are not really flattering because it's mostly like big robots and stuff like that. It's not actual, like, villains. You gotta fight, actual villains from, the different Marvel universes. And if they were to add more characters, that may pull me back for a bit just to see how that character plays. But I think the vision they had was for it to have some long-term replayability, but I think they're kind of missing it right now, to be honest.
The single player game is lit. I'm not gonna hold you up. I love single player games.
Oh yeah.
Really good.
Do you think they could add like more episodes, like hero, when they add the new heroes? If they added like new chapters, would that be something do you think they would do that?
I think that's the plan. I think the characters they are adding will have some tie-in to the main story, but I'm just wondering, like, how do you do that? Where is it just going to be an exclusive story as well as an exclusive character, or will they just be adding Spider-Man to PS4 and say we're not going to do a whole story for him because he's only going to be on this one console? That's what I'm
wondering. This is what I thought they were. This how I thought they were going to do it. I mean, I still don't know how they're going to do it, but this is my thought. That they're gonna how the game is set up in missions. So I feel like it'll be kind of similar to like how Hitman is, how they release episodes of Hitman, but it's like the full game, but you only get one, like you get episode 1 or episode 2, say you get both of those. But each of those episodes is one of his assassination contracts. So I'm feeling like when they add like characters, you will unlock their region. So when Black Panther comes, you will unlock Wakanda. When like I don't know everybody's region off the back of my head, but when they add those characters, their region to get unlocked, and therefore it'll open up a new chapter to the story. It doesn't have to be part of the main story, but I'm sure at the end of the story, the Avengers was back in effect, and they got rid of the villain, and now they back to their normal schedule. I never seen the end of the game because I did plan on getting it, so I don't want to spoil it. But I feel like if they add people, yeah, I know Black Panther is coming, so that's what I'm saying. So when they add him, they will add his region. So when you unlock his region, you will have a new story to play through. It might not be directly connected to the main story, but it's a story in itself. So say you get 5 missions out of that content update, which would be 5 new unique missions because you unlock this new area or something like that. And that's how I'm thinking that they're going to do it. The way they explained it, said we're going to have new missions coming in and new raids and stuff like that. So
they got to hurry up and do it. I saw somebody in the chat, I think it was Psychotic, when they take too long to bring that stuff out. I know for sure when we talking about games like just Destiny, because for me,
right,
when by the time Destiny drops another update or whatever, raid or whatever, I'm already pretty much done with it, because I'm like, yeah, I played it, put hours into it back, whenever it came out, and now that the new update is out, I'm playing something else. Like, yeah, I had to like really be into the world for it to like pull me back in after a certain amount of time. Like,
true.
I'm trying to think right now, like when they do start adding the heroes, if they can do the story content and really like do some good stuff, like I feel like the outfits and the gear customization was a little bit of a problem with it that I heard other people saying. If they can do some more stuff with that, like give it the Injustice, if they could patch that in, like on Injustice, how you have the heroes with the different gear sets, like I feel like they could do that. I feel like they could.
Injustice had the best character customization.
It set the bar.
Game, to be honest,
it really set the bar with that.
The color shades to the different types of equipment. I mean, I feel like the Avengers is kind of set up how Destiny is, like as far as the equipment goes. So, I mean, it ain't really too big to me.
Another thing I enjoyed about Injustice, though, a lot of the customizations they wasn't just cosmetic. You can actually like use them, like with Robin, when you got the Staff of Grayson, you can like use that in your moveset. That was super dope.
Oh yeah. Bruh, man, there's so much stuff they can do with these games, but I feel like we dragging this on. So.
I feel like everybody got an opportunity to kind of weigh in, because everybody in that specific topic had a small little difference in the view. So that was good. The last thing that we're gonna kind of cover this week as far as news is concerned is quick update from Bruce W. Smith, reminding us that Proud Family is going to be returning to Disney Plus late 2020, 2021. It did get pushed back from its February 2020 release due to COVID. So we are super excited about Proud Family coming out. Are y'all any specific thing y'all looking for on that?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. Because I need some more stuff.
You play Marvel vs. Capcom 3, but you don't have a Switch.
Yeah, I see him in the chat roasting. I think he said you wanted to play.
About 3 years now.
We was supposed to get a Switch a year and a half ago.
Hey, listen. I'm gonna say it like I've been saying it every week. Life happens, and so you evaluate things. And I
remember that one day B was on the way to the store to pick up the Switch, and he was like, I had to go do something.
Hey, man. Cool. Y'all go ahead and get it out. Let me know when y'all done.
I'm done.
You know,
Hey,
I'll never be done.
while we on that,
I
I did
know.
see I think they had was it Business Insider or something, little analyst saying they think the Switch is gonna sell more than PS5 and Series X.
And Xbox, yeah, they did say that, and I 100% believe it.
I don't know
100%
I don't
believe it.
know. It's gonna have to be some good games to stop Nintendo right now, cause
Yeah,
ain't nobody else doing no motion. They got VR, PlayStation VR, but they don't got the Ring Fit. I don't know if y'all tried that yet, but Nintendo folks in the chat,
undefeated.
that Ring Fit is dope. It's super dope.
Nintendo just undefeated, bro.
Big facts.
They got some good
Bro,
stuff.
The Switch Lite alone, exactly, Blue. The Switch Lite alone.
That thing gonna be flying off the shelves. It's gonna be flying off the shelves, and they just dropped Mario.
Switch Lites they didn't sold in a pandemic.
Right. They got Mario Anniversary, so you know that's gonna be crazy. And yeah, I was telling them earlier, I picked up the Mario Kart Live, so I don't know if that's really gonna sell Switch systems, but I'll be interested to see what happened.
I'm not getting that.
Grandpa is a PC.
I live in the hood. I ain't got time to be moving stuff around to try to make the go-kart track. That ain't even built for me, bro.
You really just gotta have a circle in your kitchen, because I don't see where else you could set it up for real.
Right.
What kitchen you seen big enough to make a circle? I'm in and out. We got a kitchen table, and yeah,
it's cool though. It's cool. I feel like the technology that they use, it's innovative. Like it makes you want to try it out. At the very least.
What is it? The AR stuff?
Yeah, it's got like a camera. So it's technically like if it was a mini Connect, you know, on top of the Mario Kart, and just whatever it can see, it can actually put stuff on the screen. So it's a cool concept.
It's an RC car with a camera in it.
Basically, yeah. Got a little augmented reality camera, and it can project Mario characters and all kind of stuff.
Home Alone 3.
Don't talk about that one. That never happened. 2 to GOAT though. We was talking about sequels the other day. Somebody said sequels were bad. I was like, that's not always true.
Man, Home Alone 2 was fire.
Home Alone 2, Terminator 2, Terminator 2, Back to the Future.
Man.
I'm trying to think of what else.
There's so many.
Yeah.
Shoot, Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Dark Knight.
Dark Knight.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
A lot of good sequels.
Far From Home.
Hunger Games too.
Man, I forgot about Far From Home.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Maze Runner, the second Maze Runner was dope. Yeah. The Scorch Trials. I wish they would have continued that series.
Maze Runner was solid.
Yeah. Psychotic said, never mention the Connect again.
Airport security camera. I can't believe they made us pay for that joint just to like abandon it.
My Xbox didn't even come with Connect, so
we psychotic either.
Psychotic,
I'm not even gonna mess with him right now because he's about to drag us out. So we are coming to an end here to the 3LittleBlerds talk show with special guest Colbert9. Each week, you guys always know we try to leave you with just a little bit before we go into the week. And I would like to give our special guest Colbert9 opportunity to.
Can I ask him a question along with this as well?
Yes, sir. So I'm gonna let you finish, ask him a question, and then we're gonna let Colbert leave us with a few words this week. The floor is yours, Outlaw.
I was just gonna ask him before starting being streaming and things like that. What are some of your goals that you wish to accomplish with this, and how are you liking streaming so far? Because I know it took us a long time to get you to stream. So, so I just wanted to know, what's some things that you got planned out, or do you have goals set, or are you just winging it right now and working on that?
Somebody has to poop. Sorry, but yeah. Honestly, though, like Blue and I were just talking about this the other day. I'm just enjoying the ride, man. I'm not trying to make it, any more than what it is.
Yeah.
For me, it's just refreshing to be able to just, chill, chop it up with the homies while I'm playing the game. Something I'll probably be doing anyway. So I'm not really trying to make it any more than what it is. I don't really have any big lofty goals or aspirations. I'm just enjoying the ride. That's it. And using that as an opportunity to, expose others to new streamers or even smaller streamers that may, get overlooked by, someone else. I want to be able to connect all these dope people, just as Blue's been doing. He's connected me to so many dope people. I've been trying to connect y'all to, even more dope people. And it's just been, I'm just here for the ride, man. Just to be honest, just here for the ride.
That's what's up.
That's dope. While Kenny got an opportunity to ask him a question, I've asked Cobra quite a few questions. See, I know, like Kenny, you have a history with Cobra. Is there anything that you want to ask him and maybe talk about you guys' shared journey of blerdom?
He really supposed to be an LSG. We ain't gonna talk about that.
It's nothing that I want to ask too specific, but one thing I did want to say is and Koberg, remember I talk about it a lot. When I first started making YouTube videos, just used to be trying to get home from work, game. And I remember it was one time I was just gaming. It was Marvel Heroes Omega. Koberg just joined the match. I'm over here trying to record or something. I'm like, oh, this is my boy Koberg out here. He came through with the hope, going crazy. I didn't even know how to play the game, but yeah, that was like my first.
Game a lot, actually. I was sick when they canceled it.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a decent game. That's why I was like making videos on it, trying to learn some more about it. But yeah, Koberg been showing love ever since I met him. So yeah, he cool peoples. So yeah, I definitely appreciate you.
As far as I know, he's still the reigning champion in the 2K18. So
and right now, I don't know if anybody really won't smoke with him on Smash Bros. unless they all already done met out and fought it out by now.
I'm cool. I'm trash.
This man's crazy out here.
I'm trash. I don't want no parts of Koberg, Blue.
Yeah.
I'm good on all y'all, bro.
But definitely appreciate you coming on here with us, man. I wish we could do this every week for real.
Facts, man. Big facts.
Hey, we can low key get the Smash session tonight. I ain't played in a couple weeks, but I'm willing to get my ass whooped.
Technically, I could get my ass whooped as well. I could join C tonight if we decide to do that. So, hey, just let us know. Either way, Koberg, what would you like to leave everybody with?
Man,
your special message.
Ron, I'm trash, bro. I'm trash.
Not too much for it, man. Just everybody be safe. Take care of yourself. Make sure you wash your hands and brush your teeth. Make sure you TT before you go to bed. That's what I end stream with every day.
Be waking up in the middle of the night, boy. I'm telling you.
Stuffing your toe on the edge of the
bed. TT before you go to bed, and you don't have to worry about that. I say it every night to a 6-year-old, and I believe it helps about every week.
Yeah, it does, because nobody want to pee in the bed.
If I can also add something else I've added to that long list of things to do before bed.
Take your socks off. Take your socks off.
Take your socks.
No,
bro.
Only serial killers sleep in their socks.
I take my socks off and I put a fresh pair on before I go to bed.
Oh no!
Wait, what?
You gotta come out them socks.
Oh, man.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
I'm getting in bed with socks, yo. Clean socks.
So you take off socks from the day.
Put on more socks.
Put on new socks.
No, when I get out of the shower. When I get out of the shower, I don't put none on until right where I get ready to get in bed, and I throw them on. I'm not about to have this argument with y'all. We gonna keep it. Koberg, is there anything?
I knew it was something about you, bro.
That you would like to leave for the people?
Yeah. Last thing, y'all. This is probably of utmost importance. Don't depend on Be Nice to catch the killer when
here we go.
in a manga when they kill right in front of this.
Hey, Colbert, it makes so much sense now. He wears socks when he sleep.
Socks clouded.
He built to be an imposter, bro.
That makes sense. It makes sense. You really get away with my murder.
It makes so much sense now.
And listen,
you built to kill.
3LittleBlerds will be dropping You're the Third Imposter t-shirt. Be on the lookout for that. That is.
Hey, B, I'm going to say it right now on this episode of 3LittleBlerds. You need to just, your name shouldn't even be Nice or else. It should just be Killer B.
Anyway, Colbert, we appreciate you, good brother, for coming and joining us this week. We're going to go ahead and let Kenny keep his energy and segue to him and see what he would like to leave us off with this week.
Man, don't be a sucker fool. That's number one. B got that. B got that on lock.
I appreciate it.
He's sleeping socks. Don't be a third imposter because your friends need you. B got that on lock too. It's like no, but like I say every week, just go into this week with positivity and move forward. Keep progressing, be better than the day before. That's really pretty much it. Same thing every week. Y'all gonna hear it. That's what I'm gonna say.
Appreciate it. See, what do you want to leave us with this week, sir?
Yeah, nothing. Like I said earlier, nothing too much. But yeah, Colbert, appreciate you and Blue, in the Blue Satire in the stream. So yeah, we're gonna be rocking, with everybody this week with doing their thing with the Blue A Festival. So if it's anything going on with that, just share the links and we'll be there. Y'all be seeing us in the chat wherever.
And who's the first streamer tomorrow?
Yes. So yeah, I was gonna cover that when I got to my portion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I beat you to it. You too slow.
Yep, you did. It's cool. I love you anyway. C, was that it for you, Brody bro?
Yeah, and we gonna have a good week. Especially with the festival going down. So yeah, just catch us in these stream chats, dropping emotes, whatever.
Yeah. So for this week, I want to make sure I encourage everybody to support. That is my big message for this week. Support of Blue Satire for being such the phenomenal person that he is, to take a week off of streaming to support other streamers and give them an opportunity to be on a platform that shows people who they are and why they're unique and why Blue feels like everybody should follow and support them. I want to tell everybody to make sure you support these streams that we have lined up this week. We have some very talented people, and they have worked very hard to get this content ready for you guys. And then more importantly, just let's continue to keep supporting our communities. Whether it's getting people to the polls right now voting, whether it's making sure the elderly and the people who don't have resources right now due to COVID are getting those, and we're taking care of each other and ourselves. So make sure we're supporting this week is the big thing for me. I also want to let everybody know, with Blue A Academy Festival going off this week, our first streamer that we have is going to be bright and early, Monday morning at 9:30 a.m. EST and 8:30 a.m. Central, and it's going to be Truly One's cooking stream, and she is a dope cook and baker. And I've had the opportunity to check out some of her streams this week. She definitely enjoys having a good time and sharing her love of food. And then later that day, we have 3LittleBlerds Fighting Labs at 8 p.m. EST, 7 p.m. Central, with myself, Be Nice or Else, representing 3LittleBlerds, and Rebel T3I. And so we'll also have the other two members of 3LittleBlerds chiming in when they can, and plenty other friends included. So we will have lots of people participating with that. So everybody make sure you support the first two big streams for the Blue A Festival for next week. And make sure we're supporting. So that's going to bring us to an end here for the 3LittleBlerds Talk Show this week, episode 10, Goat Talk, the Goat himself, Colbert 9. And so I think, Colbert is a super humble dude. But like, I really want to explain to him how this goat talk thing kind of came about. You know, for our community, it doesn't necessarily mean for the whole Twitch community. It doesn't necessarily mean for the whole Black diaspora. But for our community, he is a goat. He helps keep us together. So we appreciate him. Not only preaching the good word, but also leading through his actions and the things he do. So thank him for coming out and rocking with us this Sunday evening. I want to thank our other founders, ceexdawg and Outlaw. He's right there. He posted. He got his little
it's getting dark. It's getting dark on the East Coast, so the light done went out.
It is dark as hell. So.
He got his ambiance set up over there. But we appreciate Colbert for being the glue for all of us. We appreciate everybody in the chat for showing up. I don't even have to look at the numbers. This is the biggest stream that we've had so far for the talk show. So I want to say thank you to everybody. I also want to thank everybody who's here, because everybody contributing in a goal that we have for 3LittleBlerds, and that's having 3 affiliate streamers. And as of Friday night, I officially reached affiliate status for Twitch. And I want to thank you guys for helping me on my journey, as well as helping 3LittleBlerds on their journey. So I appreciate everybody for already practicing the message that we have for this week and support. Thank everybody for coming out. Kenny, you got anything else?